I just went to church at Fellowship of the Rockies in Pueblo, and I spoke to the pastor afterwards, and I tried to tell him about Jesus, and everything was going fine with the conversation when I was talking about origin, and I was trying to tell him his name was Hosea, and I told him about just the how there are two different writings, and one is referring to Josiah, a child by name. It says once a child is born into the house of David, I tried to explain to him why the church was so afraid of the name of Hosea, and why no one knows the name of Jesus, and it's because what Hosea actually says, which it's anti-Semitic, and I told him about the book Jesus in the Bible, and how they changed the name, that no one's allowed to know the name of Jesus, and I got to the point with him that I told him the Bible's wrong, and he got pissed, and he was like, all right, I'm good, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I was I had just heard a sermon from him, and his sermon was about taming your tongue. There's nothing more, a small rudder can steer a ship. And he literally says, do not take the Lord's name in vain. He literally said in his sermon, and I ended up with do not take the Lord's name in vain. Do not take the Lord's name in vain. I just told him 2 or 3 times. And I was I'm out of here, but do not take the Lord's name in vain. But he doesn't use the name Jesus, which is Hosea. He takes it in vain that much. He's using a crazy translation. He always wants to do PhD talk with doctors of the Bible that don't know there's no period. We're the doctors, trust me. It doesn't mean he's not okay. I heard his sermon. His sermon's about keep your mouth shut, don't slander, don't say stuff. And I agree that much with it. But the older you get, the more you learn. It's easy to keep your mouth shut. I can ignore everyone. It's hard for me to go talk to people about the name of Jesus, the name above all names. It's hard for me to tell people things that they don't agree with. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to fight with you. I want to show you pictures of Shauna Ray. And I want to show you a picture of this girl that's asking me for help because she's a sex trafficking victim. I want to tell you about how I just got burglarized and all my clothes are missing. I want to tell you about the situation I'm in where people are so afraid of the book of Hosea. And I can't talk to you about it. But all I'm saying is I don't actually want to actually talk to you about this stuff. I don't want to fight with people. And I think that the hard thing to do is to tell people stuff. It's to speak up. It's easy once you're mature enough to really control your tongue, to have control. It is hard to say things when everyone hates you. It's hard to be in jail and to tell someone about Shauna Ray and tell someone about Mimi Masha. You know what? That's hard. Hard is being brave enough to speak up when someone wants to hurt you, when people are intimidating you. And there are no periods in the Bible.